important, and I mean the most important, out of everything we've done so far, the most important part to this entire series. So there is a ton of information that I could give you on this. I am going to simplify it all because it is pretty simple stuff. So this is talk about your survivors. Without these, I'm about to show you. Just watch. So here's what I want you to do first. Go to each one of them, and you're going to follow along with me too, Ice. Oh, I didn't even introduce us. By the way, this is StrykerTheLegend with, of course, my man Ice. Ice, how you doing?
No, good.
Good. That's what I like to hear. So as you can see, what I'm going to do, and this is what I want you guys to do, Ice, follow along, tell me if this helps you out at all. Go into your survivor squads, and if you see what I'm doing, if you hold the square button, it clears them all out. Don't worry, you're not going to lose them indefinitely. It just unslots everybody, okay? So go here, clear all. Right. So, I'm level 27, and that's because Ice is with me. What level are you, Ice?
I am 26 or 27.
Alright, talk to everybody about survivors real quick. Where can you find these things?
What'd you say?
Do me a favor. I have to take a piss, and I didn't even think about it until now. Can you tell everybody where the heck to find survivors? You know, just give them a little how-to real quick. I'll be right back.
Right, to get survivors, you get them a variety of different things. Llamas, that's for one, that's the most popular. You can also go to the go to the event and buy survivors. With my honest opinion, llama's the best. It's super good as soon as the people llama, right? Great. If you have the V-Bucks, save up, trust me, it's what it's for. You can also get survivors by doing some missions, but it's an odd occasion. But to be honest with you, the best way to get survivors is llamas on their event. Right, another little tip, that's what Stryker would probably want to tell you. Your survivors, when you go on, make sure all your good survivors are maxed, 3 stars at least, get your power level up, and then just get the incidents at the end. And the most important survivors are EMT squad, Fire Team Alpha, which is the offense, Fortitude, and Tech. You want to just keep occupying on them, and my main man here will explain the rest for you. He knows a lot more about it than me.
Oh, you did a great job though, man. Kicking back, listening to you. So, help me explain, what do survivors actually do? Do you know?
Can help you have a variety of different things. Get your level, power level up, and also help you run missions. Get defenders as well.
So, you know what's cool about this game is just about everything in this game is spelled out for you, and I mean like legitimately like spelled out. I mean, it couldn't be any easier. Oh, come on. My eye drops are all out. At least I got one eye. Okay. My eyes are getting blurry. There we go. So, let's start with the most basic part. There is 8 different survivor squads, right? So 2 for each thing. Now, I thought this was pretty nifty. They call it your fort stats. So if you press your options button, wow, you can look and it says Fortitude, Offense, Resistance, and Tech. That spells fort. Pretty nifty, huh? Good is your health. Excuse me. Offense, that's your offense, makes sense. Resistance, that's referring to your shield. And then Tech, that's referring to anything from your character's abilities to gadgets, okay? So with that, everybody plays a bit differently, okay? We've talked about this in other videos. I'm going to play differently than you play. Ice plays differently than I play. Actually, not really. We play a lot the same. But let's pretend you're a constructor. Maybe you want more health because you know that you're not going to be battling as much as everybody else. So maybe you're going to aim to have your survivor squads be, you know, maxed out on health at first. Or maybe you're just an all offense person and you're like, screw everything else, and you're going to put all of your effort into your offense. The choice is yours. Here's the most important part though, okay? Make sure you're doing this correctly. Now at first, when you first start the game, it's much different because you don't have as many spots open as I have on this account. On my other account, I have them all open. And when you have them all open, that gives you a lot more room and flexibility. But a couple things I want you to know, okay? There is 8 different survivor squads. There's also 8 different what we call personalities, okay? So what I did here is if you're looking at everything, press square, you're gonna go to all your survivors, okay? I want you to press the L3 button, which is your left analog stick, okay? Push it in. Push it until you get to where it says personality, okay? You'll see that these guys up here at the top, okay? The reason why they're up here is because I favorited all those because they're all mythics. Okay, I suggest you do the same. Actually, I'm missing a mythic. Where are you? This is my other one. Yeah, favorite you. And where's my other one? And favorite you. Okay. So, should be good now. Okay, there we go. So if you're looking, it's being sorted by personality, except for your favorites. So first thing you're going to see is adventurous, because I think they alphabetize them as well. Then you see analytical. Then you're going to see competitive, cooperative, curious, dependable, dreamer, pragmatic, and I know there's another one. But anyway, the reason why I point this out to you, there's 8 different personalities because there's 8 different slots. Ideally, it would be crazy if you could do it. I still haven't done it on my other account. But if you could have each one of your survivor slots have a different personality, that means it's going to help you out a lot. But at the same time, it's going to kind of suck, and I'll explain why later. But so now you see them all as personalities. Personality, though, when you first start, does not matter as much as this next part, and this is super important. Click L3 until you see set bonus. This part is super freaking important. Okay? Your set bonus. Why is this important? Ice, give us a little background on set bonuses. What do they do?
Set bonuses?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm set this. Hold on, you continue that, I'll get the other one.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so as far as these set bonuses are concerned, okay, if you look, you're going to see it says range damage bonus as an example, or this says trap durability bonus. A set is comprised of X amount of survivors, okay? So it's important to know how much for each one. So this ability damage, you need 3. Ranged, you need 3. And it just goes on and on and on. So the more you keep that in the back of your mind, the easier this next part's going to be, okay? So we've looked at those 2 things. Now, here's what I want you to do. This is the very first step to this survivor squad thing. You're going to go in, and the only thing I want you to do is go to your leader, okay? And you're going to press L3 until it says lead slot match. The reason why is because the only thing you want to put here is your leader, okay? That actually matches for it. So how are you going to know it's going to match? It's going to give you a check mark on the left where it says leader match. It's going to give you a check mark in the big box in the middle. And then if you look over to the right, it's going to be the only one highlighted on the card. Very simple stuff. So I'm going to go there, go here. Oh my gosh, I don't have one that matches for this. We're going to pretend for a second. Okay, no problem. Don't put it in yet. All I want you to do is match the leaders that actually match first, okay? So once you do that, it's pretty much plug and play. Like I said, real simple. Oops. And what's cool about the game is they've made it so where it pretty much does everything for you. Oh wow, look at that. All these are leader matches. I can go back to this person and just put them in, okay? A couple things are important here. First, if you have a match, those ones are the ones that you're going to want to focus on first, because guess what? You're not going to have to take them off of where they're at. You can leave them where they're at until you get a better rarity weapon. When you get better rarity, that means that, you know, you're going from green to blue, or blue to purple, or purple to legendary, and then legendary to mythic. If you look at all mine, yes, I have a mythic for almost every single one. The next mythic I need is for this engineering class. But if you're looking at them all though, okay, you can see that every one of them matches up. That is step number one. Important. Actually, I'm going to show you on this one first. First, you need to decide, after you do that, you need to decide what you want to focus on the most. So for me, the most important thing is offense. I know that. So a couple things I want you to pay attention to. Okay, if you look at the top, it clearly describes in beautiful words what offense is for you, right? Slot survivors into Fire Team Alpha to increase offense and home base power. Offense increases ranged and melee weapon damage rate by 1 percentage point. Couple things, and nobody else is going to teach you this because most other people don't pay attention. First thing you have to do is match your leader. We've done that. The next part is you're going to see the personality. Okay, the personality for my fire team is cooperative. So ideally, I want my survivors to be cooperative. Why? Because it's going to do two things. One, it's going to increase the offense even more. But the second part of this is the party shared, meaning the boost I give to the people who I'm playing with. So in this case, Ice. And not just that, but you know, the actual survivors themselves boost each other up, if that makes sense. So you match your leader, then you match the personality, you match set bonus. There is another thing that a lot of people do not recognize, and I want to point this out. Fire Team Alpha. What does a fire team do? Generally they shoot, right?
So.
Right. So, let's see. I'm going to press that L3 thing. Remember, leader personality match. So it's going to show me only the things that match with this leader's personality. Oh, what do you know? I have ranged damage bonus. Ranged, that's firing. That makes perfect sense. I agree. So I'm going to put her there, and boom. Now, just like that, I have 3 people that match. Okay? If you look, you see the set bonus says 3 of 3. Why is that important? If I were to back out to your main screen, you see 5% base damage done. I'm getting an extra 5% on my ranged weapons now just because I made a set bonus. So here's what I want to tell you first of all. If you can match, like I did, the personality and the set bonus, fantastic, do it. If you're at the beginning of playing, okay, and all you can do is match the set bonus, that's okay. Yes, in some cases I understand it's going to be better if you match the personality. But what I'm telling you is do not let them trick you, because it actually makes more sense for you, because remember, these bonuses go to you directly. Sure, you want to help out the other people on your team, but you need to take care of you first. That's what I'm telling you. This is the main difference here, okay? So when you do that, if I did this, watch what happens just real quick. Oops. I will show you. Ranged weapon.
What a team!
Ranged weapon.
Good team. What a team!
Okay. So, those 3, they match, right? Great. Match. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here real quick.
We'll get it done.
Now, Think Tank Squad, if you read it, talks about your tech. So ability is really, really important to have in here. But I'm going to go against the grain, just because I want to show you and prove a point. Okay. Now, if you look... What's that? What'd you say, Ice? Okay, he's doing something. If you look right now, you can see that I don't have another range that matches my personality. Well, crap, what am I going to do? I mean, I see that I have other things I can match up. What should I do? Oh, no. well, I could put something else in here. I have 1, 2, 3 abilities, but they don't match. So what's the best thing to do here? For now, I'm going to match the set bonus. Because again, that's what matters the most. Why does this matter? I'm going to show you. Back out. I have 15% more damage done by my assaults. That's awesome. I still have 2 people that are matching in personality on this tech. Okay, and guess what? My tech itself is still going up. That's what matters here, folks. So I'm just going to plug and play real quick because I know which ones I put in. Let me just look at something now. I did get some new ones, so I do want to double check. Do I want to put health in here? Or do I want to put... Yeah, I'm just going to put abilities.
Teamwork. We're in it together.
Okay, I'm going to go back, and like I said, first make sure you're filling in your the squads that you care about most. So if I come over here, let's see, shield regen, right? Yes, but let me see something real quick. That's health. That's not this. Okay. I just got some new survivors, people, so bear with me. I do apologize. Okay.
Good team.
So what I'm gonna do, boom, and then where is it? There it is.
Teamwork.
Okay, so everybody here matches personality. Yes, I understand shield doesn't go here, but as you can see, oops, whenever it's time, when I get this one, and if you want to see where the next survivor is so that you can work on getting it, you just click on it. So if I look, I'm like, okay, cool. When I get into my next skill tree, I know just to aim north, and I'm going to be right there, so I can open up that next spot. But I'm happy because I have the most out of what I can get. Okay, I have 2 matches. See, that's 2 of 2, and that's 3 of 3. I have 5 spots open. All 5 spots are filled with somebody who is the same personality as my leader, which means I'm getting the most out of this. So as you can see, it's already upped my offense quite a bit. So now I'm going to come over here, do my next offense.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Boom, just like that, golden. Same thing. 5 of 5, right? You can see over on the left, all my personalities match, we're golden. Okay, now the second thing I personally like to work on is my tech. I also like my health to beat. My health and tech I kind of bounce back and forth with, but your tech is super important, and a lot of people don't understand really what it does. Tech is important because that's your abilities. So like if you throw those turrets above you, this is how you're going to increase the power of your turrets. You're going to increase, honestly, just about everything. So do that. Do that.
Team bonus.
And do that.
Teamwork.
Okay. Now I have 4 spots here. So yes, I could do 2 and 2, but the way I play, I'm changing it up. Why? Because I want it to be this way. This is really going to help me out personally as far as what I got going on. So as you can see, I already have this one right here leveled up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that one there.
We're in it together.
Simple stuff. Come down here to my other tech. Got him all squared away. So we're good to go here. Now I'm going to come back to here. And remember, folks, I was 24 when we started. So let's see. Ability.
Best team ever. Best team ever.
And
Best team ever. Best team ever.
and just like that, good to go. Cool. Now I'm going to come over to my next health. And ability damage. I'm just gonna do another ranged.
Team bonus. Best team ever.
Good team.
Now here's the decision that I need to make. See, I could put a health one on. Yeah, it looks like that's what I did. But I did not do that, so... yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I must have just got this guy.
All right,
This is great
team
news.
bonus.
Those two match. So here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of just putting something in, okay, because I could easily do that, right? I want to make sure that I'm just putting everything where it needs to go. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do this one first. So 5 things are open here. Let's see, 2 of these. So 1,
We're in it together.
2,
All for one.
1,
Teamwork.
2,
Best team ever.
3.
All right, team bonus.
Let's just see something though. I have quite a few of those. It's melee, ability. Okay, cool. So, full. Everybody's happy, everybody's happy. Happy. And now, look at this one. Ability. Okay, so it looks like
Get
that's
it
good.
done.
Best team ever. All for one.
All right, team bonus.
What a team.
There we go. So, got them squared away. Now I'm gonna come back over here. Now I see that this one's health. I just got this one, so now I can change it up a bit. So you can see the difference in what happens.
All right, team bonus.
Now if you're looking at everything, you can tell like, well, what's he gonna do here? Well, here's what I'm gonna do first. I am actually gonna go by slotting bonus. Because when I do that, I can say, hey look, this one's gonna match. All these match, right? But here's the other cool part to this. I can look right here, I see this, come to this guy. I'm gonna upgrade him. Just a bit. Alright, so if you look at this guy, okay, he's 10 of 10. Alright, oops, did that without showing you. Okay, upgrade. If you press triangle to evolve him, okay, you're gonna see what it costs. Pure drops, I'm gonna get into this in another video. There's a really easy way to get them. I have almost, well, I had 1,400. So simple. So I'm gonna evolve him real quick. Now, they're both good to go. Okay, so I increased everybody. I think there's only one I have right now. Okay, it's 2 right here. Don't have a double. Everything else has double. Which is worth it to me. Because I'm getting as much bonus as I possibly can out of all of this. Okay. So, with that said, I can come back into here. Now, if I go by squad name, okay? If I go by squad name, everybody's going to be sorted by their squad. Okay? So then you're going to see these people down here. And what's nice is Fortnite organizes it again for you. So the people that are highest level, they're going to put them up here at the top. So as you can see, I have 2 of these that are those circles. So if we go back and we look, I had them right here. Oops, sorry. I had them right... Was it there? Must have been. I must have had him there. Okay. Well, with that, I had him there. And the reason why I'm switching him out now is for the simple fact of now I have a health. And I'd rather have health than have, you know, nothing there. Did it go down? Not really, because now if I'm looking at it, I'm getting more health boost. So now I have 15% health, 5% regen, 8% trap durability. Do you see what I'm saying? I have 15% extra on my abilities themselves. And look at that, 25% more on my assault rifles and pretty much anything that fires. That's huge. That's another quarter. So if you have a 10,000 damage weapon, you're looking at 12,500 now. But look at my level. Now, if I look at it, I'm a level 64. I'm 64. That's great. When I first started before, I was, what, 24? So you just went up 40 levels just by doing this correctly. Obviously, you're not going to have all those spots open. I get that. But if you can even get a little bit, working with what you already got to be bumped up a bit, is really going to help. Now, what I could do, and the reason why it's dropped me a little bit, I'm going to show you why, is because these two, oops, not those two, these two are not as high as my other ones are. That's okay, because if I really wanted to, I could come in here and I could take both of these and I could get 70,000 Survivor XP and put it on. I'm not going to do that. Why? I'm going to show you why. So I told you I'd get back to this. Yes, there's 8 different types of personalities. Yes, I understand there's 8 different slots. I'm going to tell you that's not what you want to do. You want to have most of them different, but and the easiest way to look at this is press square and then press L2 twice, and you'll get to your actual leaders again, because they're going to show you pretty much what it's all about. So I have 1 competitive, 1 pragmatic, 1 cooperative, 1 analytical, 1 curious, 1 dreamer. Oh, there's another cooperative. So I have 2 cooperatives here, okay? Why does that help me? Because that leaves one of them out, which means that every single time I get that one type of personality, I instantly know I can get rid of it if I have to. So with that said, I'm hoping that when I get my engineer, my mythic engineer, I'm just hoping that that mythic engineer I can do the same thing with and hopefully get another double. I think it's good to have 2 doubles. Why? That leaves you 2 open personality types, so that's 25% you're not going to have to worry about. Also, it helps with matching. You know, it just makes sense to have 2 different ones that you can alternate and bounce off of, because they do this really weird. They give you 7 spots and they do that on purpose, because realistically what you should do is 1 3 and 2 2s. Just makes sense. But by doing that, you're also going to cut yourself out of the bigger and better ones. So melee, ranged weapon, and trap damage all take 3. I think everything else takes 2. So, but the ones you're gonna want the most are melee, ability. It's melee, attack, ability, and trap damage. Those are the 3 or 4 that you're gonna want the most of. So guess what? You're gonna have squads like I have on my other account that are gonna have 1 solo person. That's okay. But for now, like I said, the most important thing is slot bonuses, because when you go back, you're adding a lot to yourself. Not just that, but if he's looking at me, I add a ton to him. I bump him up a lot. This is what it's showing he's adding to me. I bet you I'm adding, if not that, probably more. So with that said, very simple stuff. One more thing I want to teach you, and this is super important, okay? If you come over to this transform key, okay, I want you to look down at the bottom where it says requirements. I call those Polaroid people. Here's what they look like in bigness, so one sec. Okay, so if you can see that, I call them the Polaroid people for that exact reason. They look like a Polaroid picture, if you know what those are. So those little cameras, you take a picture, it'd come out right then and there, and you'd have to wave it back and forth, and you'd finally see the picture. Okay, 392 of those. So if I come to transform, and you go over to the transform schematic for survivor, when you go into this and you get this, I want to say in your first skill tree, I can't remember those, so don't quote me on that. Okay, if I come over to my survivors, in order to get this maxed out, you have to have 30. I'm just putting this guy in there just for sakes and purposes. It takes 2 blue in order to max that out. So here's why I'm telling you this. If you look over on the right, okay, and actually let me just do this real quick, just so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. What do I want to get rid of? I definitely don't need all of these, so get rid of that one. Okay, so just real quick, you're gonna see it's gonna make me something, so I'm gonna give one up to get one. Ready? For 25 people, and I still get 2,500 survivor XP. Plus, I got a survivor out of it. That's neat. So I'm gonna come back over real quick. I'm gonna do it again. Just go to this one. Another 2,500 survivor XP, great. Continue, okay. Now I can show you. So at the beginning, you're gonna have a lot of greens and blues, okay? 16 and 16, simple math, that equals 32. So 1, 2, if you look over to the right, I'm getting 1,500 survivor XP. This is why this is so important. Yes, you can retire them. The only time I'm gonna tell you to retire them instead of transforming them is if you've already upgraded them. So if they're anything above 1 star, okay? Reason why is I don't think they give you back the drops of rain. So by doing this, I give them 2 blue ones, and guess what they do for me? They give me a blue one back. Cool. Now check this out. Hey, Mr. Shackleton, that's great and all, I don't have any survivors. Oh man, that sucks. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Go over to your weapons, I'm not giving that away. Or go over to your traps. Or go over to the people that you have tons and tons of doubles of, right? What do I have a double of? Let's see. Screw it, I'll just put her in. You can see 2,500, I'm still gonna get all the hero XP I normally would. And that's how you can double up real quick on those survivors, okay? Let's see. Real quick, what do I want to get rid of? Okay, screw it. I have a ton of them, doesn't matter. I'll do that. Why? Because now I'm getting more survivor XP. Cool, come over here. Now watch this. You can come down. 1, 2, makes you 1. Yeah, and we're almost done, dude, so check this out though. If you have to, you can come down here, take that 1 blue, and for 5, you're gonna get 750. This is actually probably the best way to do this because you're only using 5. And guess what? If you put 2 of these in, you're getting 1,500, right? So 5 gets you 750, boom. Just makes more sense instead of spending 25 to get 1,500. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I put him in, cost 400 to get 1. Boom, boom. You get a white one. You can come over here. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you this too. 200, but look at that. I can't transform it because it's not enough. Well, what do I do now? Start the process over again. Oh, I figured out a new way to do this that is just super smart. So the two for 1 deal is great. Okay, so 2 blue, get you 1. Or you start off and do this with me, Ice. Just grab any random person out of your collection that you know you don't want. Okay, so I'm gonna put her there. So cost 25, right?
I've got a purple one. So.
Cool, put a purple one in. It's gonna go for 25. Now watch this. I want you to take the blue one that you get and put that one in. Because when you put that blue one in, it's gonna give you 750 and you're only using 5 people. Right? So boom, 750, and I only used 5. So think about that. 750 times 5 would be a heck of a lot more. Do you see what I'm saying?
I've got a blue one.
Because if you start with a purple, you get 2,500. and you used 25 people. And then let's say you go to blue. If you use blue, or when you do blue, you get 750, right? And you used 5 people. So now when you go over, I'm gonna put a green one in. One green one gives me 400, and you use 1 person. Cool. Now if I go over here, do this, come down, use that one, come down, use that one. Then if you take those 2 white ones, so 1 white gives you 200, but you need 2 of those, so 2x gives you 400, and you still only used 1 person. You transform it, boom, you just got another 400. So do you see how quick that all adds up? Now let's go back to my survivors.
Wait, do it again, because I'm gonna watch.
Boom, 23,847. I think I have some extras, let me double check. So I'll do this just for all sakes and purposes to help you all out. Okay, I'm gonna get some upgrade llamas. Why? Because like we talked about before, this is the best possible way, and I really hope it's not freezing on me. Everything looks like it's frozen. You still there, Ice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't freeze on me, game. Okay, there we go. It's gonna let me buy 6 llamas. I'll do that just for you guys. Use my last 300 V-Bucks. Ooh, turned that first one silver. Feeling lucky. Alright. So you're gonna get, obviously, everything out of these upgrade llamas, right? I got lucky, got a silver. So that's cool. Okay, so we're looking for survivors and stuff like that, right? Actually, I'm looking for really anything right now, because I'm just gonna throw it in. Because like I told you before, what are we aiming for? Alright. Good, good, good. Hiya. Just bear with me, folks. I'm just getting some stuff that I can... Alright, come on, baby. My last one. Oh, come on, baby. I got 3 silvers out of those 6, dude. That's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Ooh, I get to pick one? How kind. What do you want? Assault or pistol?
Assault.
Done deal. Assault for my man Ice. Hammer shot or raptor? Actually, hammer shot, because I know I need the upgraded one of this, so put that in there. Boom. Alright. I'm gonna get one of these blockbuster llamas just for all sakes and purposes, just to prove a point. So much. Okay. So, here's what you're gonna do. And this is super cool stuff. So, when you come over here to your transform key, like I told you before, you could put anything in here you want to, okay? So now, I already know that I have all these, so I'm gonna start with this. Why? Because it's gonna make me a survivor, right? You see at the very bottom it only costs 5. So I could do 5 of these for the same price. I could put 2 blues in here for, okay? And as you see, you're getting a little more on this one because it's elite survivor. But just bear with me because I'm gonna do this a bunch of times real quick just to speed this process along. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go double check. Okay, let me just do this real quick. Okay, so remember this number. I'm gonna write it down, forget it. Okay, so 30947 Okay, that's what we're starting with. Alright, so here's the trick, folks. Again, numbers are a big thing here. Why? Because there's a couple components to this. The first is the requirements, okay? So for one person, I can put a green in and get 400, or I could put 2 whites in and get 400. For 5, I can only get 750, okay? So think about that. If I put 5 green in compared to 1 blue, 1 blue is going to cost me 5 of those peoples, or I call them Polaroid people, whereas it would give me 2,000 to put 5 green in, or to put 5 white in, all by themselves. Well, technically it'd be 10 white. Okay, so the goal is to just take them one single card at a time. So I'm going to come over here, scroll down, boom, by itself. So as you can see, that's 5. 5 gives me 750. Well, poop. That's okay. Here, I just want them to be green. Green or white. There we go. Okay. So the best thing to do here, and I personally just figured this out myself, y'all. Green or white cards are the best thing to put in. Why? Because you're going to get the most bang for your buck. 1 green card, 400 survivors, only cost me 1 people. Boom. Yep. Guess what? It's going to be a tedious task. But by doing this, we're going to get a ton of survivor XP. Boom. I can do this with the green and whites 187 more times. Do you see why that's important? Boom. Cool. So never again do you want to throw away your green or your white cards. I can't believe I just now figured this out, Ice. This is great.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, but only use green and white ones. The reason why is it costs the least amount to use green and white. It only costs 1 Polaroid people, and it gives you the most back out of it. It takes 2 white survivors, or 2 white pretty much anything, in order to make one of those blue ones. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude. Are you watching all this?
Mm-hmm.
So, again, see how it's 16 points? 16 still cost me 5, right? But it gave me a green, so that's cool. So I'm going to do that a couple more times. Wait until you see how many points I get out of this, dude. It's going to blow your mind. Actually, let's just keep it with green. Just stick with green and white. Makes life easy. So obviously you're going to have to do green first because it's going to take 2 white. This is going to blow your freaking mind when you see how many points I get because of this.
Imagine you accidentally put a 106 in.
That would suck. That would really suck because I don't think you get the drops. I'm going as fast as I can, folks. I'm sorry this part's a little boring, but I'm excited now because I just learned something new. Unfortunately, I'm having to use 5 people at a time, but still it works out better. And yes, I'm getting schematic points right now, which is cool. I'm getting schematic points, which are still giving me survivors though. So as you see, I'm getting survivors out of the deal, so no big deal. Go down here, boom. Okay, that should be enough. Now I can go back to these survivors, and boom. Oh, what's that? I'll do that one. Forget it. Might as well. Yeah, so if you actually max it out, that's when you end up having to use all of the people, so that makes sense. So it's actually done based off a number system, which is neat. Okay, so I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to go back to my survivors. What happens if I put in 8? So 8, if you look at that, you're still using 1 person, getting 500. Great. Boom. Boom. All day, folks. Come back here. What is 24? 24 is still 5. Okay. So we'll come down to green. 1. Dude, this is gonna get me so many points. Do you remember the number I started off on?
30k.
Yeah, it's like 30k 947. So just by putting in a little bit of work, it's much better than grinding out missions forever when you can just do this real quick. So Ice, while I do this and finish getting all these done, do you remember what level when I first met you you were?
Double check. Yeah.
I want to say you were like a level 40 something when I first met you. Is that right?
45, something like that.
And I want to say that, what did you do? You let me share play with you, and we bumped you up like 3 or 4 levels right away. Is that about right? Just by doing this survivor stuff, people, so it's really not hard. Anybody can do it, and it's so worth your freaking time. I seriously can't believe I figured this part out. This is nuts. So as you can see, I'm putting in 2 whites, and I'm getting a white back. So again, it's just doubling up your money, dude. Makes life so simple. Oh, this is great, dude. Because I'm only using 1 person every time, and I'm getting 400 for it. Where you're getting, what is it? For a blue one, you get, is it 750? Is that right? And you're using 25 people.
I'm 500.
Yeah, you're using 25 people to do that. 25. That's crazy. So now every time you see white people, or the white cards, I guess I should say, don't get discouraged. Now you should be happy.
Frick the white people.
Right? We're only losing 1 card every time I do this, so. Yo, I'm so excited, dude, to figure out how much I'm gonna get for this. It's ridiculous.
Oh. The very first video we done. Guess what level I was?
What level?
30.
Oh, see? So you were lower than that then. Damn, dude.
The evolution, because I'm 62 or something.
And I met you before that too, because we didn't start making, bro, we didn't even start making videos until like a couple weeks after I met you.
I know that's what's fucked.
But I
How long we've been grinding this one?
What's that?
Days. How long we've been grinding this?
I know. That's why I'm so glad we actually took the time to make these videos today.
Yeah.
And folks, if you haven't already, now's a good time to subscribe. Please, if you like the video and you like what I'm showing you. I know it's taken a little bit longer than expected. Again, I just learned a certain part to this myself, because I've always just done 2 blues to get a blue, because it was easy. Now that I know this, God, it's gonna be worth the time though. Well worth the time. Okay, so like we said, I was at 30,947, right? How much do you think I'm at? Wait until you see this. I'm at 47,847. Like, I virtually just got 6,900 by doing that. Tell me that's not badass, bro.
Yeah, that is. Hold on, that's right.
Only from doing that, I got 6,900 Survivor XP. That took us less than 5 minutes. Dude, that is so fucking legit. Because here's the cool thing. Remember, every time you turn in 1 green, you're gonna get a white. And every time you turn in 2 whites, you're gonna get a white. You see what I'm saying? So like it doubles up on those cards. So if you go in there with, let's say, 60 white cards, you're gonna get another 30 right off the, well actually it's double for each one, so you're gonna get another, do the fucking third, bro. You could get a ton of Survivor XP doing what I just did. A ton. Because I still have, you know, a bunch left. Anyway, folks, you saw, wasn't like, you know, wasn't magic. I'm probably gonna make a solo video just to show people this specific part. But anyway, easy freaking peasy. Hope y'all liked our video. If you have any other questions, feel free to shout out, share, sub. I have a huge giveaway we're doing tonight. And I mean huge. We're giving away a ton of stuff. It's not just coming from me, it's coming from other people in the community too. So thank you in advance to everybody. But we really appreciate you spending time with us. And Aish, you got anything else to say? There you go. Folks, you have a good rest of your day.
Peace.